Master Speaker, sir, reply to start question 94A. The total number of contractual teachers appointed up to December 2020 are as follows. 1. Lower primary 1291, upper primary 72. District-wise detail for the government LP school are as follows. East Hills 139, West Hills 72, Southwest Hills 110, Rymbui 86, East Jaintia 77, West Jaintia Hills Juai 111, West End Hills Amlarem 48, East Karo Hills 62, West Karo Hills 264, Southwest Karo Hills 84, North Karo Hills 120, South Karo Hills 118, total 1291. District-wise detail for the government UP schools are as follows. East Hills 18, West Hills 9, Southwest Hills 8, Rymbui 8, East Jaintia 0, West End Hills 8, East Karo Hills 1, West Karo Hills 8, Southwest Karo Hills 0, North Karo Hills 8, South Karo Hills 4, 72, total 72. B. The total number of contractual teachers who were terminated up to February 2021 are as follows. Lower primary 1118, upper primary 72. District-wise detail for the government LP school are as follows. East Hills 139, West Hills 72, Southwest Hills 110, Rymbui 86, East End Hills 77, West End Hills 111, West Giant Hills Amlarem Juai 111, Amlarem 48, East Karo Hills 62, West Karo Hills 91, Southwest Karo Hills 84, North Karo Hills 120, South Karo Hills 118, total is 1118. District-wise detail for government UP school are as follows. East Hills 18, West Hills 9, Southwest Hills 8, Rymbui 8, East Jaintia 0, West Jaintia Hills 8, East Karo Hills 1, West Karo Hills 8, South Karo Hills, West Karo Hills 0, North Karo Hills 8, South Karo Hills 4, total 72. Sir, the total number of candidates who have passed Sir, the total number of candidates who have passed the recent completed MTET examination are as follows. Lower primary school 2,900, upper primary school 1,670. District-wise detail, East Hills 1088, West Hills 320, Southwest Hills 136, Rymbui 288, East End Hills 84, West End Hills 465, East Karo Hills 50, West Karo Hills 213, Southwest Karo Hills 88, North Karo Hills 100, South Karo Hills 68, total 2900. For UP school, district-wise, East Hills 726, West Hills 195, Southwest Hills 65, Rymbui 151, East Jaintia 41, West End Hills 209, East Karo Hills 27, West Karo Hills 165, Southwest Karo Hills 16, North Karo Hills 47, South Karo Hills 28, total 1670. D, sir. The total number of MTET qualified candidates who have been appointed are as follows. Government LP School 240, Government UP School 16. District-wise, East Karo Hills 45, North Karo Hills 79, South Karo Hills 50, Southwest Karo Hills 66, total 240. UP School district-wise, East Karo Hills 3, North Karo Hills 8, South Karo Hills 4, Southwest Karo Hills 1. Total 16, sir.
Yes, my Judge. Honorable Speaker, sir, may I know from the Honorable Minister, out of the 1190 contractual teachers who were terminated, how many of them, sir, are overaged and could not pass the MTET exams?
So, out of 1118, I didn't have the record with me how many of them are passed and how many of them have been overaged. For that, I require notice.
Sir, may I know from the Honorable Minister how many vacant posts are there for both categories of LP and UP in government schools?
1538 for LP and 132 for UP.
Sir, seeing the figures, 1538 LP vacant posts are there, of which the number of candidates who pass are 2900, and for UP, the number of candidates who pass are 132, of which the number of posts is 132, and the number of candidates who pass are 1670. So may I know, sir, the problems that may arise because of this issue, because less number of vacant posts, but then more people have passed?
So that is the qualification, one of the criteria for appointing into any school who want the recognition from the government or to apply a job, because that does not mean that they will teach only in a government school. Even in the SSA or private school or any school who avail the grant from the government and who want recognition from the government, that is one of the criteria which they have to have, the teachers have to have, sir.
May I know from the Honorable Minister, in the LP school appointments, 240 have already been appointed out of the 1538 vacancies. May I know as to when the similar case for UP also, 16 appointed out of 132 vacancies. May I know from the Honorable Minister as to when the balanced number of appointments will be completed, sir?
The process is on, sir. We will do as soon as possible, sir.
Sir, one last question, sir. Sir, the number of candidates who pass in East Garo Hills are 50. And the number of appointments were 45. So does this mean that the appointments have been made from other districts as well?
I didn't get the...
Sir, if you refer to the answer at C, LP school teachers who passed, East Garo Hills 50. Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry, sir, I recall the question, sir. There's a mismatch in my figures. I recall the question, sir. That's all, sir. Thank you.
Barakam.
Thank you, sir. Sir, this question almost we have discussed yesterday, and Honorable Minister has been replied yesterday, but I'm not convinced, sir. So may I know from the Honorable Minister whether the next proposed MTET exam, how long it will take to complete, sir?
So, when a notification will come, then a timeline will be there, sir.
Sir, why I'm asking this question, sir? In my district, South Karhas, up to the appointment of the MTET qualified teacher, there will be 100 of government school will be single teacher, and about 23 number of school will be without teacher. So I think, sir, the exercise to conduct MTET will at least take next 6 months, sir. That in that case, sir, 100 number of government school teacher, government school will be single teacher, and 23 number of government primary school will be without teacher. Therefore, sir, I would like to request the Honorable Minister through you, sir, whatever replied yesterday, to kindly reconsider to allow the contemporary teacher to kindly continue till the next MTET exam is completed, sir.
No, sir.
Sir, in that case, what will be the fate of this 23 number of school without teachers? Will this school be closed again, sir, for whole year?
So that's why yesterday I have replied at length that we will see how to do, but appointment of temporary we will not do so.
Sir, one more question, sir.
Yeah, okay, last question.
Sir, in that case, sir, the proposed rationalization of teachers from double teacher, triple teacher to single teacher will be practically impractical, sir. So in that case, sir, I think I would request the Honorable Minister to kindly do some exercise so that this teacher should not be closed and should not be without teacher for at least maybe for 5 days or so, sir. Because that will be highly incorrect to leave this school without teacher for a single day, sir. This is my humble request.
We will look into that, sir.
I just heard the reply from the Honourable Minister concerning the exams of the MTET that is to be conducted. And the Honourable Minister in his reply says he is awaiting for the notification. Sir, I think the Honourable Minister is very much aware that there is a High Court order from the case number WPC number 368 of 2020, and the order issued on the 2nd of December 2020, sir. And this order of the High Court says that the next MTET exam is to be conducted by the department within the month of March or April 2021. So how can the Honourable Minister say that we are awaiting for notification to conduct? So March is already over. We are just having 1 more month in hand. What are the preparations made by the department to conduct this exam, sir?
So, in fact, the notification was supposed to come in, but just after that, there is due to the notification of the Karo Hills District Council, Autonomous District Council election, then we have to revoke the calendar. So that's why I tell what the notification will come in the coming weeks. Just after the election of Karo Hills, we will do the needful, sir. Because due to this election, that's why it derailed our first plan, sir.
Lasalin?
Sir, I'm not done, sir.
Lasalin Sama, please.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. We have the history of misfit sexual. The essence of crisis lies with the behavior of everyone. Confronting the reality brings savory and unquenchable. Mr. Speaker, sir, right now, we are talking about the teacher, but the directly affected area is the children from the poorest of the poor. Now, it's like discriminating the poorest of the poor who cannot afford to go to the private schools. So what will be the fate of those schools where the teacher will not be there? Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to ask from the Honorable Minister.
That's why, sir, we want to expedite the process of next MTET exam, but we are constrained by these unforeseen circumstances. But we will work into that. That's why we are explore all the possibilities. We will do as early as possible, sir.
Last question by Emma, please.
Last, sir.
Sir, how many questions am
No,
I
just
entitled?
one question, please. Last question. I have to give others also a chance.
So my question is, when these MTET exams are conducted, may I know from the Honourable Minister whether the candidates who failed the MTET exams will be allowed to sit for this exam again, sir?
Those who meet the criteria, they will be allowed to sit for the exam.
Bameral Bon.
So may I know from the Honourable Minister, when will be the tenure of this present MTET pass will be expired?
So the tenure of the MTET pass is 7 years, but there is a clause, which that's why we are planning how to do it, how to go about it. There is a clause which till the next MTET is conducted. So we will try to conduct maybe division-wise, subdivision-wise, so that we will not deprive the candidate who have passed also. And in fact, so for the benefit but of the House, the NCT has taken a decision, but notification have not come out. It is only a decision in their meeting whether they will, it will come out or not. That is a different issue altogether. But as of now, the decision in their meeting is that the validity of that will be lifetime. But that notification, as of now, it's still we didn't get, and we take it as 7 years or subject to the next MTED. So we are working all the process in spite of difficulties. We'll try to do as early as possible.
Basalan, maybe.
Yeah.
Last question.
Last question, Mr. Speaker, sir. Through you, I would like to ask again to call off the idea of, no appointing the temporary teacher as requested by one of the honorable member. We know that it's a prerogative of the government. Last term also, I heard lots of about the prerogative of the government, but I want this government at least to have seek out the diverse viewpoint and unorthodox ideas. So I would like to urge the government at least to give a temporary appointment to those who are already there as a contractual, at least to fill up the gap.
Sir, that's why I tell that we are working on the plan, but to tell that to appoint those who are work as a contractual, it is not possible because that is a mandatory. So we have to go by whatever within the law, sir. We will see how to do. We are very much concerned. I'm very much concerned for that, and we'll try to solve this issue as early as possible, sir. Thank you.
Kong Ferlin.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Going by the figures from the reply from the minister, we can see, I'm referring to the case of Garo Hills. Total number of contractual teachers appointed up to December 2020, the figure for the entire Garo Hills is, we can see, 548. And the number of MTET examination, though candidates who have cleared, is 419. And the figures, I believe, this for West Garo Hills, which is inclusive of Dadanguri subdivision, and the fate of the teachers, candidates of Dadanguri subdivision is yet to know because the results has not been declared. However, going by the figures, now the candidates who have cleared the MTET examination is very less than the number of figures who have been appointed. And I believe this appointment has been made according to the availability of the vacancy of the post. Now, there is a shortage of candidates who have cleared the MTET examination. Now, may I know from the minister, what will be the criteria or what will be the criteria to follow the appointment of these candidates? Because as I'm given to understand, the appointment is being made according subdivision-wise, district-wise. And the maximum figure is coming from West Garo Hills. And they are the more sufferers, because we can see from the figure, East Garo Hills, availability is 62, but the candidates who have cleared MTET is 50. So there is a shortfall of 12 candidates, whereas in West Garo Hills, it is 213 who have cleared, that is excluding Dadanguri subdivision, where maximum number of candidates will definitely come up. And the availability is 264, whether that is inclusive of Dadanguri subdivision or not, that is not clear here. So I would like to know whether the teachers who have appeared under Dadanguri subdivision will be included here, or what will be their fate, because the result is yet to come out, when all the process is already going on. Sir, please.
Sir, we may refer to the answer at A and B. For West Garo Hills, the number of contractual teachers appointed till the December 2020 is 264, and the number of contractual contractual teachers who were terminated up to February 2020 for West Garo Hills is 91. So the Dadangiri is included in 264, and Dadangiri, the contractual teachers, because since the result have not been out for the MTET, the contractual teachers, they are still teaching this.
No, sir, I would like to know whether this appointment will be taken as a district or for the region wise, or it will still continue to give the appointment according to the figure. I mean, the candidates who have come out from West Garo Hills, they are only, subdivision wise, it is going by that, if I'm not mistaken. So I would like to know from you whether that will, the department will stick to the candidates that will be taken as a whole, or it will be still on a segregated basis?
As of now, the process is subdivisional education officer wise under particular subdivision. So until and unless the government take another decision, that decision stands as of today.